Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I seem to be having a thought process snafu today. I've tried to film a few videos and hopefully I will start to flow. I think it's just because I've been up all night long. Today is my October favorites. I do have a couple of fails, but the majority of them are favorites, and you guys have heard me talk about some of them in the past month. And then there's some that I haven't discussed at all, and I'm obsessed with them. So let's dive in and go over my fails really fast. I always want to get my fails out of the way. Let's talk about them. One of them, some may be, are you serious, Lori? Because this is an item that so many people love. And when I first tried it, I was like, it's okay. And then I tried it again, and I'm like, I don't get the fuss over this. And I kept trying it, and I see nothing, volumizing or overly lengthening. I mean, it's a fine mascara, but it's not phenomenal in my eyes. And that's the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. And I do believe this is a tubing mascara. Never once did I see the tubes come off. And this smears on me something fierce. And I didn't think this, transferred to the lower, the under eye. I didn't think it did since it was a tubing mascara. So I was surprised by that. Maybe it does, and I just am not in the know on mascaras, which is probably more the likelihood than anything. But I did not see any volumizing or lengthening. I guess I saw a little bit of lengthening, but nothing that I would have said, holy smokes, my lashes look insanely long. That never came out of my mouth. It's not like my Clinique High Impact that makes me say that every time. I just didn't see what the fuss was about this. It does flake. Yes, it does flake. I was trying to think. So it transfers on me, it flakes on me. I don't see anything overtly amazing about this. So I'm really bummed because I know this is a loved product and I wanted to love it so bad. I wanted to fall in love with this mascara and have my end all to be all. But unfortunately, I did not have that. This is a bummer. This is a really sad bummer for me that this was a fail. This next one will not surprise you guys. I have it on today, and man, do I look like death warmed over. All right, I am back. Both of my electronic devices died at the same time. Well, they gave me a 5% warning, 10% warning, 10% warning, saying, I'm going to die on you. So both of them. It's probably because they've been busy all morning as well. So like I was saying, the next one is not going to be of any surprise to you. I do have it on today, and that is why I feel like I look like death warmed over. Maybe I don't, but I feel like I do. And that is my Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Liquid Concealer, and this is in the shade Peach. I have had this in my Partners in Cream project, and I promised that I was going to continue to try using it, and I did. I have used it multiple times. I have not reached my 20 or 25 uses. I think it's 25 uses. I have not reached that goal, but after today, I just can't do it anymore. I'm tired of looking like I'm old and unkempt. Because I look really, really, really rough today, and I don't know why. It could be because I'm tired, but I don't think so. My under eye just looks really dry and crepey and just gnarly. So this is a huge epic fail, and I was kind of hoping it would work for me and my dark circles, but it does not. I don't see, well, this eye, it looks like the dark circles are still there. This eye looks a little bit better. So I don't know. I applied them both the same way, so I don't know why they look different. Maybe this dark circle is darker than this one. I don't know. But it's neither here nor there. I just don't like how my under eye looks with this. So this is a huge epic fail, and I'm really bummed about it. So yeah, if anybody knows of a concealer that will cover a really dark under eye, if you could leave it down in the comments. After this, I'm a little concerned to try a color corrector again, but I want to give it one more go. And if I can't figure them out, if I can't make them work for me, then I will call it, good that I gave it the good old college try, but I want to try at least one more. So those are my fails, both of them brutal fails, and the Thrive Cosmetics just breaks my heart that it didn't work for me. Truly breaks my heart. So let's jump into my favorites for the month of October. I had a really good month. One of these items I just received, I believe, in my Allure box, but I wanted to try it out because I was completely intrigued by it, and I love it. In fact, it's in my hair today, and my hair feels so soft. I was surprised how soft my hair felt. And that's the Waterless Dry Conditioner. It's an instant moisture, conditions dry hair to control frizz. So this works like a dry shampoo, only it's a dry conditioner, and I really like it. Do I think it has cut down on my frizz? I don't know if I would say that, but I have curly hair, and my hair is going to be frizzy whether it's straight or curly. So I don't know if it cuts out on frizz, but my hair is really soft except where I need to have my hair trimmed. So I can run my hands through my hair, and it just is a really, like I've just washed it kind of day, and I haven't. This is my second day. Tomorrow is wash day. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And did I mention what a beautiful scent this has? It's very light, almost I wouldn't say fruity, but it's sweet. So it smells really nice, doesn't have any type of chemical scent to it whatsoever, and it doesn't have a overly aggressive spray. It actually sprays really gentle onto your hair, and then you comb it through. I'm loving this. This is the second time I've used it, and I'm impressed by it. I wanted to bring it in and tell you guys what I thought of it, since when I unboxed my Allure box, I was intrigued by this item, and so I wanted to tell you about it because I really like it. And when I did the pricing for this, I found it on Target. So for $4.79, that was the cheapest place, so that's why I listed that price. Great dry conditioner. So if you use dry shampoos but you need just a little bit more nourishment, I would look into this. I am not a snob about anything. I high-end drugstore if I like it. It doesn't really matter, you know, what the price point is. I definitely don't go searching for more expensive stuff because I'm as poor as a church mouse. But if I find a higher end item that works for me, I I tend to stick with them. And one I have been using this item, I don't know, for the past three weeks or so, and that's the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. It has an SPF of 40. This is amazing, guys. And you know, I love my Aveeno Protect and Hydrate, but this is so much better. Even though that Protect and Hydrate is hydrating, this Unseen Sunscreen, ugh, not only is it hydrating, it gives you an SPF of 40, but look, it's a gel, and as you rub it in, it's really lightweight, so it's also extremely loose. So all it takes is that, you know, just a little bit more than that pea size amount that I put on here, and you rub it in and it turns to a powder. So when you wear it underneath makeup, it's like your makeup doesn't even realize that this sunscreen is on because it turns to a powdery formula. So it's just really smooth. There's no catching, there's no grease, you know, greasy film left behind. And there's definitely no white cast, which is what I do not like about the Pacifica probiotic sunscreen. It's a great sunscreen, except it's really thick and really white. As a sunscreen, it works great, but not if you want to wear makeup on top of it. It just doesn't work. So this is a clean chemical sunscreen. It is water and sweat proof up to 40 minutes. And I just really like this. I can wear mineral, I can wear chemical, but I have never tried a sunscreen that dries down to a powder formula that does not interfere with anything. That means if you're out on the beach, it's not going to stick to you because your sunscreen is not sticky, and it wears well under makeup because, again, it has this powdery formula that makes your makeup lay nicely on top of it. So this has been a really nice surprise this month, this Unseen Sunscreen. I'm glad I got this sample. This is going to last forever, but when it's done, I more than likely will invest in it just because it is a really good sunscreen. I was going to move on to lips, but before we do that, let's do one more skincare item. I can't remember if I mentioned this at last month's favorites. If I did, I apologize for repeating this, but it's worth repeating because it is amazing, and that is the Kopari Starry Eye Balm. I would hope that there's something more than just coconut oil pressed into there. My guess is there is. It smells like there might be a little cocoa butter in there as well, but this I keep on my makeup desk, and I put it on before I do my makeup. I didn't this morning. I totally forgot, probably why I'm looking like, you know, tissue paper. Anyways, I put this on underneath my eyes before I get ready and let it soak in while I'm doing my eyes. And then once I start putting my complexion on, this has sunk into my skin. Yes, my skin is that dry. And then my under eye does not look so dry and crepey and haggard. And because I just leave it in here, I only use it on the days that I wear makeup. Today I was just messing around. I wasn't planning on filming. Hence that I did not put this on, and then I decided, well, dang it, my face is on, I might as well film. So this is amazing. A little pricey for how much product you get. You get 5 grams of this Starry Eye Balm. It is vegan. It is cruelty-free, paraben-free, and it does not have any synthetic fragrances. And I'm looking here to see, okay, the hydrating coconut eye balm delivers a dose of caffeine to depuff, illuminate, and plump tired eyes. So that's probably one reason why my makeup lays so much better with this, because my eyes aren't so sunken in and, you know, a deadly hollow, but it also moisturizes it enough that it keeps it from looking creepy. And because this has caffeine in it, this is not going to be 100% coconut oil. There's got to be other things in here, and the print is in white, so I can't tell. So, nor do I care. But it does smell a little like cocoa butter, and it does say it's fragrance free, so the cocoa butter scent would obviously come through from cocoa butter because it has a scent. That's why they can claim it as fragrance free, since it is just naturally fragranced. So that's my guess. That's what's in there, but I don't know what the caffeine property is in there. I don't know. Nor do I really care, because this works so well on my skin that I just truly, truly like it. All right, let's jump into makeup. Makeup, I've had a good month makeup-wise. Let's talk lips first. I have had this in my Shop My Stash for 2 rounds, and that's because I didn't use it the first round. And then this round 3, I have used it a lot. Not in every look. I was thinking maybe it was every look, but it's not. I have used it in a lot of my looks, but not every single one. And that is Ofra and Jen Love's Reviews Reimagine. This is the darkest shade from her collection, and these are transformative lipsticks, so they help change the shade of your lip product. I do use Nocturnal Rose quite a bit since I am panning it, but because it is such a bright pink, I don't find it appropriate for this time of year. And so I have been taking Reimagine and dabbing it on top of Nocturnal Rose, and I'll just swatch it right next to it so you can see how dark it is compared to it. And then I just rub them together, and I get this beautiful, like, it kind of reminds me of chocolate covered cherries, but it's a really beautiful fall vibe look, because it gives it that pinky brown look. I use Reimagine with almost every lip that I put on. In fact, the next one I'm going to talk about, I love pairing with Reimagine, and that is my L'Oreal Rebel Rouge. It is a darker nude. To me, it's a nude. It's kind of a rosy nude, but it's definitely a nude in my book. This was recommended by Emily Noel, and I have been loving on it to the point that I've kind of neglected my Nocturnal Rose. I've been wearing the heck out of this, but as you can see, it's already a little bit of a darker rose, but you put that on there and it just becomes a beautiful rosy brown. So here, since I used that whole, I'll swatch it so you can see what it originally looks like, and then with Reimagine. So I've really enjoyed Reimagine. I am a sucker for a brown lip anyways, and so this is really, you know, transformed my pinker, nudier lips into darker shades for fall time that I just feel a little more comfortable wearing in the fall. And it's so comfortable. It doesn't feel like a liquid lip at all on the lips. Not at all. I don't even know if it has the makeup of a liquid lip, but it's very comfortable and I just really like it. So those are my two lip products, Reimagined by Ofra and Jen Loves Reviews. I'm glad she did this because I'm one who likes to, mix lipsticks, trying to find that shade that I want that day. And having these is so much easier than going through and applying a ton of lipsticks, trying to find that shade I want. And then Rebel Rouge, beautiful. On its own, it's beautiful, perfect for fall, but with Reimagine, love it. This next one is new to me. I picked it up. Tarte had a sale, and I had wanted to try this product when it first came out, and I didn't pick it up. And then I saw that it was on their huge discounted, when they have these big knockout sales, like they're getting rid of, clearing out items. So I was worried that this was a clearance item since it was so darn low. So I decided to pick it up, and that is Tarte and Hannah Maloke's face palette. This is from the Sugar Rush line through Tarte. So we have two bronzers. We have a matte bronzer and a shimmery bronzer. I do have the bronzer on today. We have two blushes. We've got this pink blush, and then we've got this peachy bronzy shimmery blush. Both of these are rather beautiful. Do I have either on? No, I don't. I have a different blush on. Then we have two highlighters. This is the only highlighter I have used. I feel like this one is too dark. Let's swatch these. Why not? So this is the first row. I don't even remember which way I swatched it. I might be swatching these backwards. I may have, because I couldn't remember which finger went first. So that's the first row. Isn't that blush just gorgeous? And the bronzer swatched a little light. It does go on a little bit darker than it's swatched. Here, I'll swatch it again. But it blends out beautifully. All of these really blend out beautifully. Okay, that is the bronzer. That's the highlighter. And that's the blush. Let's do the blush again so you can see it. And there's no names on here. Oh, they have names on the back. Oops. Okay. But that's the palette. And I have used all but this highlighter right here. And I just really like it. Here, there you go. You can see it now. I just think these are beautiful shades. The colors are splendid. They blend out beautifully. So you can have a light wash or you can have a really striking cheek. I was really surprised when I used it the first time how nice it was. And ever since then, I have incorporated it in some way in every look that I have done, just because I really like this palette. So it was worth the clearance price, but I would even venture to say it's worth full price. It really is a very good face palette, and I am a lover of face palettes. I have a lot of face palettes, and for me to say that this is worth full price as a face palette, yeah, that makes it good in my book. And then the last item, I really hesitated to bring this one in, but I did. That is my Natasha Denona Glam Palette dupe. I made this with all of my single eyeshadows, and I have been loving on this past month or so, however long since I created this palette. There's some loose ones in there, so I need to be careful. But I just love this. Has it filled that need or want, I should say, for the Glam palette? Not really. It's made me want the Glam palette more, to be honest. But because I have what I think is a pretty decent dupe, I'm satisfied for now. But yeah, I still want that Glam palette, but this is filling that need for the moment. And man, am I loving it. I have used it quite a bit in multiple different looks, and I can't even put into words how much I love the color story of this palette, and that's probably what makes me want the Glam palette, is because I've truly fallen in love with the color story, and that's what she would be providing for me as well. But because I have this, I don't need the Glam palette, but that doesn't mean I don't want it still. That's it, guys. That is it for my favorites for the month of October, and a couple of fails, which, like I said, are total bummers. What are some items that were your favorites and fails for the month of October? I would love to know. Please take good care of yourselves, guys. Be safe, be smart, and I will see you on the next one.